Welcome to another fabulous edition of Shame is Delicious in the studio, which was once described as being the studio of an incel who just came into money.
Oh yeah, that was a nice description.
It was a pretty...
From former guest, never to return, Alexander Bennett.
Shame is delicious.
What's going on, bud?
I'm good, man. Life is good. I'm having a nice time.
How's the teeth?
The teeth are good. Midway through my Invisalign. It is quite, I don't feel shame generally, but I do feel a bit self-conscious pulling the retainers out.
Do you...
When I'm in, because there's almost like one long line of spit.
Oh yeah, when you pull it out, you have to...
Yeah, like a lizard.
You have to suck at your own spit. Have you had to put the retainers into like your pocket yet? Like outside of the case? So you get a special case. Yeah. I've done that before. I remember taking my Invisalign out and putting it on my top of my shirt.
Well, the best incident was after this. This was a mad day. If you've been on my social media, you'll know about an incident called O2-gate.
O2-gate? Yeah.
We haven't talked about that on this.
We haven't talked about it, have we?
Okay, well, tell us this and we'll do O2-gate.
But after O2-gate, I was at dinner with two friends of mine who came to see the show. We were in Flatiron and eating some steak, very delicious, celebrating the day. And I got up to pay, and then I had this sinking feeling that I'd put my Invisalign in a napkin. I'd looked over, the table's been cleared. I asked the waitress, where have you put everything? She goes, it's in the bin. I found myself rummaging through a bin at Flatiron.
Did you really? Yeah. You must have looked like the fattest person.
Yeah. I want the scraps.
You really was rummaging. Did you find it?
Yeah.
Oh, it was in there?
Yeah, it was just wrapped up in a napkin.
Why would you wrap it in a napkin and leave it on a table? Why would you put it in your pocket?
Because it's
normal people shit. You're going to leave it there.
No, because I didn't want to put it in my pocket because I think the napkin is more hygienic.
I had a brace when I was a kid and I wrapped it in a napkin because it got painful and my dad flushed it away.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I'm not against wrapping it in a napkin. It's just wrapping it in a napkin and putting it in your pocket.
Yeah, but by that point, the steak had arrived.
I just love the idea of you going through a bin after you've just eaten. And people are like, what is going on?
I know.
How much does that cost?
It looked ridiculous. I was just there rummaging through, just throwing bits of steak away and just different napkins in there.
What did your friends think?
They were just laughing at me. Because they were like, how have you gone from doing the O2 to fucking rummaging through a bin?
That's so funny.
What is your life?
I get that, yeah. God, somebody just walking by, you're looking for Mickey.
Yeah. Was that? Did Mickey not pay him?
That happened to me on a lower scale. When I did the Glee Club Birmingham, one of the best clubs in the country.
Yeah, it is.
And then the next day I was doing V Festival security.
Oh,
and I destroyed at the Glee. But people would walk past and, hold on, were you at the Glee Club last night? And I was like,
hey, how you doing?
Can I check your wristband?
Have you got any drugs on you? Please don't bring them in.
What happened at the O2-gate? Did you bomb? It's okay, it happens to everyone, man, even in front of 18,000 people.
I didn't bomb, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, I want to hear the rest of this.
The gig's going very well, 16 minutes in.
Yeah.
I get 16 minutes in. There's a build-up.
Hold on. Can I describe? So can you describe Micky's audience? So Micky Flanagan, we've got the same age, and his audience is a very unique audience, as in, they are so working class because he's the working class comedian. There is no, even my mum doesn't really care about comedians, but Micky Flanagan.
No,
Susie Ruffle told me that as well. I've met her parents, they're working class. They're like, he's the only comic we've ever met who feels like he actually speaks to us directly. And it's like, fucking hell, wow. Yeah. Micky's audience are renowned for being great buyers of drinks. As in, if he wanted to, he could take a cut at all the bars because his audience, unlike, say, like Michael McIntyre or Jack White, always more family and all that. His audience drink.
They drink. They do a lot of fun stuff.
And when you have a comedian whose audience is big drinkers, every venue in the world will have you because they know that your audience are going to spend a good amount of money. And the only downside is, and obviously you can explain this more, is when you have an audience who are really good drinkers and you're the opening act, you're on as people are coming in. And the problem with that is a lot of the audience are going to be still at the bar for a much longer time than what is normally happening at these gigs, right? Yeah. So you're playing to audiences that might not be, obviously it's not going to be very full because they're still coming in, but also if the bar is shit, it's going to take ages for those people to settle in, so you constantly feel like you're sort of fighting.
So they usually, at the O2, they would put me on when it's about 70 to 75% full.
Yeah.
So that means there's about 3,500 to 4,000 people still walking in.
Yeah.
Guaranteed still going in through the scanners. But as you said, there are still people at the bar.
Yeah.
So there's that. I'm an opening act.
Yeah.
So no one gives a shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Standard.
also an Asian opening act.
Yeah. So they hate you even more.
Well, some of them do. For a very, 99.9% Micky Flanagan audience. And Micky's not going to be offended at me saying this, but his audience is basically all white. And within that cabal, there are a group that would not be very happy about me being there.
Like, oh, fucking hell, trying to get away from this. There's one here.
Yeah, that's why, exactly that.
Out the country.
There's 3 outs. And the night before O2-gate, I got one of the best emails telling me I'm shit. The email read, it was from andybrim127@gmail.com.
So he saw you
opening for Micky the night before.
Wow.
And he emailed me and he said, hi, saw you opening for Micky Flanagan yesterday. Please consider another career. God bless.
Wow, he kept it short and sweet.
Yeah.
To be fair, I could have sent that in a text.
Yeah.
They could have sent it to your agent.
I know. The God bless was nice.
God bless. Consider another career. That is like really efficient trolling.
Yeah.
He kept it short. He kept it sweet.
Yeah.
He got to the point.
Yeah.
And how did you feel when you read that?
I asked him what advice he had for me.
Oh, God, you went back with him again.
And then he said, tell me your strengths and weaknesses, and I'm more than happy to help you.
And your 5-year plan?
And I just don't want to see someone wasting their and other people's time in comedy.
Wow.
So I then gave him a list of my accolades in comedy.
Okay, you really went for this, didn't you?
And then I also sent him my CV, my professional CV.
Yeah.
And said, please do let me know what you would suggest I do with the rest of my life, seeing as you know better.
I mean, you could be doing anything else, Eshaan. Jesus Christ. All day you're just going back and...
He did not reply.
Wow, so he won. To me, that sounds like he won. He left you on red. Jeez, you are hilarious. You can't do that. You're playing to a 10 to... How big is it, O2?
20,000.
Fucking... How many nights was he doing?
9.
Gee, do you know how much money that is? I've worked that out before. You know that as well? That's when you're a comedian and you find out comedians do 20,000, you go, okay, this is how I work it. Can I tell you how I work it out in my head?
End of this.
Yeah, you've got like one of those visors on that you like checking. I'm like,
bring the lamp down.
I'm like 20,000 people. Let's. I do a lot of averages in my head. I'm like, average ticket price, let's say £30. Some will be higher, some will be lower.
Yeah.
£30. You look at that and you go,
some of them are 220 quid.
What's that for?
Some of the tickets are 220 quid.
Like, who is
because
Queen?
Because O2, they do that dynamic pricing.
Yeah.
So as there are fewer seats available, the price goes up.
Oh, well, I am grotesquely underestimating his price.
Yeah, you are.
So I've done the total, and then in my head I go, take away 10% for agent fee.
Yeah.
Take away, I had another 10% like touring, then I could go for expenses.
Yeah.
So I'm like posters, da-da-da-da. But I think with him, he doesn't need that much because everybody knows him.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh,
he's mailing list, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I look at it and I go, wow. But now it's way more than I expected if you can do that dynamic pricing. Yeah. Jesus. Anyway, so you spent all day replying to this weirdo.
And I didn't, not all day, it took 25 minutes of my day. But anyway, so that was the night before. So I'm at the gig, 16 minutes in, the gig is going really well.
Yeah.
Right? I'm having a really good time. And one thing that's been really nice is throughout the 9 times I did it, is every time Micky's always said, you've absolutely smashed that. So that's a nice thing to hear from someone who's used to playing arenas.
Yeah.
So about 60 minutes in, there's a build-up of noise up in the gods. Right?
Yeah.
And the noise is getting to the point of distraction. Usually with an arena gig, when there is noise, you have to ignore it.
Of course.
Right? Because where there is noise, there are 18, 19,000 other people who have no idea that there's noise there.
Yeah.
Right? So I tried to ignore it, but it got louder and louder and louder to the point where people I could just about make out were kind of looking over their shoulder to see what was going on.
Oh.
Then the noise turned into a chant.
Oh, you don't want that.
And the chant sounded like, turn it off. Get him off. Right, that's what I heard.
You heard get him off.
Get him off, turn it off. So that's what I'm hearing, and it's getting louder. And then people start booing. So I thought, hold on, are they booing me? Who are they booing?
I would have immediately been like, they hate me.
That's what I did.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I tried to front up. I was like, hold on a minute, who the fuck are you booing?
Hold on, y'all.
Hold on.
Who are you doing?
I'm Eshaan Akbar, bruv.
Yeah,
right?
Beyonce's here next week. I don't give a shit.
I'm on this stage. And then I went, who here thinks there are a gaggle of cunts up there? And loads of people cheered.
Yeah, that's the best thing to do, by the way, what you did there.
Yeah.
Where you get the audience. It's like when you're trying to get someone to move out of a seat. Hey, give them a big round of applause to get them out of a seat.
Yeah.
It works every time. So you get the audience to get on your side. Yeah. That will help you.
And luckily, because that could have gone badly.
Who thinks there are a gaggle of cunts? Oh, just me?
Beep, beep.
Nothing worse than... And you go, oh no, I've taught myself into a hole.
So loads of people cheered, and suddenly there's just a cacophony of noise. There's 20,000 people making.
What was that
noises.
word?
Cacophony.
Never heard that in my life.
What cacophony of noise?
Never heard cacophony. What does that mean?
Like a amalgamation, loads of different noises.
Wow. Okay. Cacophony.
Yeah.
How do you spell that?
Cacophony.
Never heard that in my life. Anyway, continue.
I spelled that quite quickly, to be fair. Spelling bee, India. Right.
Oh, is that country origin or just what you said? India.
So the noise is getting louder. I somehow get to the end of the set amongst all the noise. Different people are cheering. So at that point,
jeez.
Finish the gig, and this is how I finished the gig. And luckily, there's a recording of this. I finished the gig going, 95% of you are amazing, but 5% of you are a gaggle of cunts. Put two fingers up. At the O2 Arena, I felt like fucking Mick Jagger, bro.
Fucking Bill Hicks over here.
Fucking
gaggle of cunts.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah, there is a good feeling when you leave the stage like that. And when you did that, how was the crowd?
Loads of people cheered.
Okay, yeah.
Loads of people were booing. Lots going on.
Jesus.
Right? So I walk out triumphant. The tour manager hugs me and goes, "You got balls of steel, son.
Yeah.
Like, you just fucking took that on."
I like how he hugged you, but you got balls of steel. Thank you.
Just crying into the shoulder.
Is there a fire exit I can leave?
Then, I go to dinner to Flatiron with my mates.
But all you're thinking about is that gig, no?
Yeah, all we were talking about.
Yeah.
Because the two people I went with were other comics, Lee Hudson and Preet Singh. And they were both like, as comics.
Were they there?
Yeah.
Okay.
What we witnessed and what you did was like, we're having a big old debrief about it. Get to Flatiron. An hour later, my phone starts like there's loads of notifications. I open up. About 6 messages read the same. "Hey man, we're at the gig tonight. We're up there in the corner that was making the noise.
I'm a part of the gaggle of cunts."
Yeah. And they said, "We couldn't hear you, so we were chanting, 'Turn it up.' But you heard 'turn it off' and called us all a gaggle of cunts."
Oh, yeah.
And then like, everyone's having such a great time. The staff weren't listening to us, so we were just like, maybe if we chant, then they'll understand. But you heard 'turn it off,' and so some people were like, "We love the way you dealt with it, though. Like that made us want to listen to you even more because we could make out that you were being."
I like how the sound was perfect for you gaggle.
Yeah, right?
Everything else was just
But then other people were like, "Oh, it was very inappropriate that you put too many fingers."
Shut up. You're about to see Micky Flanagan, you dickheads.
Exactly.
Ugh.
But so that was that, because I've had 2 O2-gates.
2 O2-gates.
Yeah.
How has it been for Micky? Fine. I guess they sort of whatever needs to be sorted out.
There's been the odd sound issue, but it's an arena, so there's only so much you can do about the sound.
Only so much you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so how did you feel when you found out? Oh.
I thought it was just such a funny story. It's fucking mad.
Oh, okay.
Trust me. Trust the deaf guy.
Yeah.
To misunderstand people wanting to hear him and calling them a bunch of wankers for wanting to listen to him.
But also, it's that thing in comedy where when something like that happens and you don't know what's going on, you do go, it's fight or flight.
Yeah.
It's me versus them.
Yeah.
And I can't let them win.
No.
And you didn't know. So you're immediately like, you fucking, you piece of... Yeah, I get that all, because sometimes it just feels like you're drowning on stage. Even if you're having a great gig, something happens, you're like...
It just switches suddenly.
Yeah, completely. So you had to...
I was just like, what did I say? Because as I was finishing up my set, I was like, my brain was going, but what did you say to make them turn against you?
Yeah, what part
What did you say? Yeah, it was mad.
Was it my face? Was it my essence?
Yeah, what was it?
I can't help my heritage.
Well, the second O2-gate.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Oh, but is that the fun one? Is that the funner one?
Funner one. Second to last show.
Yeah.
18. I'm going into my final routine.
Yeah, and you're confident at this point.
It was
final routine, baby.
Yeah, it was like it was going brilliantly.
You can do your walk. You can do your cocky walk when you leave.
Yeah, I was doing the kind of Conor McGregor.
Oh yeah, I know that shit.
Right? Suddenly, I feel like wet on my cheek.
Huh?
Right? So I look up, I'm like, is it leaking? It felt like droplets.
Yeah.
What is it?
But you're not letting the crowd know. You're just assessing it yourself,
absolutely.
right?
And as I see like a paper cup on the floor, loads of ice and loads of liquid all over.
So someone's throwing a drink.
So someone's throwing a drink at me.
What the fuck? I didn't know this happened.
But the thing is, when you're on stage at an arena, you can't even acknowledge it.
Again, it's like you've fight or flight. You've got to quickly try and react.
You can't acknowledge it because the localized group might have seen it, but 19,000 people have no idea that that's happened. Even on the two big screens, it's like on a tight shot on me, so they're not going to see a glass.
They're not going to see water. Yeah, that's true.
So I've got like this side of my face is just dripping with liquid. I'm like, don't know what someone's, and then I can just about make out like loads of like yellow shirts and security run towards a person and escort him out.
A fight kicked off.
Well,
a drink flew.
A drink came my way somehow onto the stage.
It's funny if two audience members are fighting and one just went, you know what, let's just throw a drink at him.
yeah.
Before I leave, let me just get
solidarity to him. My dad and brother were in the audience.
Yeah.
They were on the side that this took place.
Oh.
So I come off stage and my dad comes up to me and he goes, where is he? And I went, where's who?
Oh no, the Don's getting ready.
He goes, where's the guy that threw a drink at you? I said, what do you mean someone threw a drink at you? I said, I don't know. And he goes, where is he? I want him right now. And I was like, Dad, don't worry. I think the security have got this. My dad like turned into Don for it.
he went back.
Right. He was ready to go. He was saying flashbacks, like, right? My brother's
doing an Eric Dyer.
yeah. Basically doing an Eric Dyer. Exactly. For his son. So my brother says, because obviously I go off stage thinking, obviously it was a white dude.
Yeah.
Not happy about it. My brother goes, it was an Asian guy. And I went, what? And he goes, yeah, it was an Asian guy screaming, you're the fucking racist. You're the fucking racist, right? So I'm like, what?
What?
I go outside, I speak to the security and the staff there, and they go, yeah, it was an Asian gentleman just screaming, you're the fucking racist. And he threw a drink at you. I'm like, what the?
Do you know what Asian he was?
No idea.
Oh, that's...
The story gets even weirder. So we're reflecting. My dad was overwhelmed by what he'd seen about me being on stage at the O2, but also he was angry the fact that someone threw a drink at me because he's not a comic. I'm his son.
Yeah, he's not going to take that.
Yeah, so he's like, I want to find this guy and kill him.
Of course, right? It's a big moment.
So it was a very weird energy going home.
Yeah.
My dad was like, I'm proud of you, but I also want to find this Asian guy.
Yeah. Did you do a bit about your dad on stage as well?
I do a bit about my dad.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's amazing. Your dad's sitting in the crowd.
Yeah.
His son is opening up for 20,000 people and he's mentioned his dad.
Yeah.
And then there's some guys throwing a drink at his son.
Yeah. So the next day for the final show, I go in and the tour manager, Gordon, says, I've got an update for you. I said, all right. He sits me down. He says, okay. So there's a Sikh gentleman.
I was going to say Sikh.
In the second row of the gig, who threw a drink at you. And he gets his show notes out. And his complaint was, a white comedian should not be making the jokes he was making. Wait. You're right? So then, he's got it all on the notes. So staff said, but we kicked you out when Eshaan Akbar was on. And then he said, yes, the white comedian was making racist jokes. And the staff said, Eshaan Akbar is definitely not a white comedian. To which the customer responded, he sounds white.
Didn't know where that story was going. But you know what? It's great. Wow.
He was second row. There's two big fuck off screens.
I was just going to say, he could see you.
No matter what light you put on me. He was really drunk.
Can I just say, if he thought you were white with your material, that is so fucking funny. He must have been like, who the hell is this damn near Klans member talking about my people like that? That's so funny to me that he thought, what? Just look up, man.
Apparently he was really drunk. People were like, he's really drunk. I'm
How
like,
drunk do you have to be?
Yeah, but I don't change colour.
Yeah, the lights aren't that bright.
No matter how drunk you get, I don't change colour. If anything, I get more Asian the more drunk you get.
That must have been so weird for everybody
The more drunk
involved.
you get, my accent goes a bit more like this, you know, like, surely.
That must have been so strange for everybody when they were dealing with it.
They were like, but you're complaining about a white comedian that's not even stepped on stage yet.
That is, if you've never seen Eshaan do stand up before, just Google him, YouTube him, go on his social media and watch any of his stand up clips, and imagine thinking that person is a white man,
like a posh white guy.
That is so funny. Wow. Fucking hell! What kind of how drunk?
I don't know, bro, but that was 2 epic stories coming out of the O2 shows.
Gee, I mean, you know what it is? And we forget this because it's an arena. You are getting 20,000 people. There's going to be a couple of complete fucking weirdos.
I mean, hundreds.
Well, yeah, a good few hundred. Like, if 10% of that audience is weird,
yeah,
it's like, all right.
Yeah.
I kind of expect, because you think of a club gig,
yeah,
there's probably going to be, if 10% of that, of 20,000 are like kind of weird.
Yeah.
But like, weird as in, you don't notice it because you're on stage.
Yeah.
There's going to be at least 500 of them that are weird enough where you go, all right,
that's fucking mad. So yeah, so a seat guy thought I was white because I sounded white, apparently.
Fuck it. And he threw his drink at you.
Yeah.
And that audience as well, they must be sitting there going, oh my God, this is Asian on Asian crime.
Yeah. Like, brown on brown crime.
What's he doing? Maybe he knows him or something.
Yeah. Maybe this is something is a plant.
That's a great story.
It is a good story.
That is one you can tell your kids. You tell Mickey that.
Yeah, I told Mickey, guys, oh, fucking hell. There's always a problem whenever you fucking open for me, innit? Every fucking time.
It must have been like, what the, like, how, and that leads into me saying about how well he does at the bar. Because that guy, shit.
Yeah.
It must have been like that Peter Griffin meme where he's sitting in his car and he's surrounded by beer cans. He literally must have been dragged out of beer cans with just falling.
Yeah.
I just don't know how drunk you have to be.
Can you imagine someone at your gig getting so drunk they didn't realise you were black?
I can't imagine. I can't imagine.
How does that work?
And what was it, second row?
Second row.
Second row.
He's got the biggest screen you've ever seen.
Giant. You even call yourself you explain your race on stage. Yeah. You say all of that.
All of it. I say my dad's from Pakistan, my mum's from Bangladesh.
Must have been fucking colonisers.
Yeah, man. Fucking colonisers, mate.
Must have been fucking. They're the ones who stole the fucking diamond, innit? Fucking hell. That's so funny, dude.
Shame is delicious.
Friday, 3rd of November, we are doing our second London live show.
Number 2, baby.
Number 2, baby.
Live.
At the Cheerful Earful podcast. What's the venue called again?
With the Shame Hive.
It's upstairs at the Princess Victoria pub in Shepherd's Bush.
Upstairs at the Princess Victoria pub in Shepherd's Bush. So if you do listen to the podcast, you do love the podcast, please do come. Tickets are available now. And they're quite cheap. They're like, what, like £6 or something?
Prizes.
£7. £7. Do come. We're going to have special guests. We're going to have audience shame. We're going to do it all again. It's going to be a good one. What time is it?
It's at 9:45.
9:45.
We know the details off by heart.
We probably should have checked before we mentioned.
So excited about it.
We're going to, it's going to be a really good live podcast. Make sure you come, buy your tickets, bring your friends.
Cheerful Earful.
If you came to the Just for Laughs London one, you'll know how great that was. So do come support, man. Cheerful Earful podcast, Friday, 3rd of November, 9 p.m. upstairs at the Princess something.
Pub. Princess Alice.
Princess Victoria pub.
Princess Victoria pub. Tickets
She then became queen.
Tickets are available now.
Watch us go from princesses to queens, baby.
Jeez. Also,
2 of the biggest queens in the podcasting game.
Okay, too far. Also, you can find me the Roadman tour. September starts. Please buy tickets. God, for fuck's sake.
Princess Roadman.
Jesus Christ. Buy tickets. It's desperate out here. Buy tickets for the Roadman tour starting in September. Also, I'm at the Edinburgh Fringe.
Get on the road, man.
I'm also at the Edinburgh Fringe.
Edinburgh.
Also at the Edinburgh Fringe in August for the entire month as well. So if you're in Edinburgh, do come.
Go see Darren Harriott.
Do follow me and Eshaan on all of the socials, baby. And keep sharing these clips, man. We need the clip sharing. Keep doing that. Owen and Alice work really hard on getting them out and making sure they look really cool.
5-star.
Yeah.
Review. Pow!
This is what will happen when we get AI to do a podcast. 5-star reviews. Now.
Pow. I said pow.
You say pow?
I'm trying to be one of those hype men.
Yeah.
I think I did a good job.
Yeah, pal's a good one.
I think if I was in a rap ensemble,
First of all, don't call it ensemble. No rappers like, we're in a rap ensemble. Do you think Wu-Tang Clan, the old dirty bastards like, hey, just got my ensemble.
A rap orchestra.
A rap orchestra, yeah.
Yeah. I'd be the one. You know, they always have someone in rap who makes he keeps stubbing his toe at random parts of the song. Like, ow!
Oh, yeah.
I'll be that guy.
Wow! Yeah, you need a bit of that.
Shame is delicious. Shame is delicious.
We have, we've got audience shame, right?
Yeah, what's our audience shame this week?
So, somebody's written in to say, I don't normally retaliate when someone's wronged me, but I fear I may have gone a step too far.
Here we go.
I used to house share with 4 others who are terrible at paying bills. After a year of covering bills without a penny back and them getting aggressive when I asked for money, I decided to move out, but not before pissing in every single one of their shower gel, shampoo and conditioner bottles every day for a month. Then, on the 22nd, the day I left, supergluing the main switch in the off position.
At first, I legitimately hated the housemates, but now I think I hate the person. Like, every day for a month. So you're telling me every time you needed a piss, you would grab, I need a shower gel.
Yeah, but also, how did they, as well as not paying bills, did they not shower? How could they not have worked out that there was piss in the shower gel?
I mean, would you know though?
Yeah, you would.
Would you?
Yeah.
Because, just thinking about...
You know how when you have a bottle of ketchup, right?
Yeah.
And you press the ketchup and it's all watery liquid.
Yeah.
Right? I'm assuming when you piss into a shower gel,
yeah,
the piss sits on top of the shower gel.
You got to shake it up. Shake it up.
Yeah,
also,
a
there's
bit
water.
of watery stuff is going to come out first.
Also, there's water.
And surely, as you're rubbing yourself, lathering, you must be like, oh, this smells like piss, this.
Also,
this was meant to be lemon, but it smells like piss.
Yeah, you use that tea tree one and you're like, this doesn't burn my balls
It's
today.
not burning my balls.
This isn't burning me. This must be pee.
It's just burning my all fucking skin off.
But also, I shower in the near dark, so I probably wouldn't know.
I'm surprised you shower with water, to be honest. Given the amount of shame involved in any... in case there's reflection in the water, you're like, I don't want to see myself.
I would never pay someone's bills in a house share. Somebody else.
I would never.
Especially when you pay their bills and the next day you see them, they got a new T-shirt. You're like, where'd you get that? Oh, that's what I'm like. I'd be pocket watching everything they do.
So there's so many things. So number one, I'm amazed that the housemates didn't work it out.
Yeah.
Pissing in a bottle. The turning the thing switch to off, I mean.
Yeah.
That's neither here nor there.
It's that classic thing of when you want to get people back, you hide like fish. You like shove fish in the chairs and stuff like that.
What's the most vengeful thing you've done? And are you ashamed of it?
I've not really been that vengeful.
Really?
Not really. No, I'm very much, you know why? Because I'm very much in the moment. Like,
oh yeah, that's true.
Like, it's very rare that I go, I need to think of how I'm going to get that person back. Normally in the moment we've had it. So I don't really, I'm not really that kind of a, like pissing in, people, I got their toothbrush and put it up my arse. It's like, well, that's your weird sexual thing
that's true.
that you're now putting on that person. Yeah. But I would say that they're both the spawn of the devil. Everybody in that story is just evil to me.
It's awful, yeah.
Yeah, they should be ashamed of themselves.
But it is annoying if people aren't paying the bills.
Why are you paying their bills? I would let the house crumble. I would let the house go to shit. Why are you paying for other people's bills?
Yeah, that's true.
And then you watch them come in with a Pizza Hut. And you're like, excuse me, can I get 10% of that?
Yeah.
A friend of mine, he was in a house share and the person that he was in a house share with was going through some financial difficulties.
Yeah.
So he offered to lend the money to help him pay the bills. And then it got to around sort of Christmas time, and he'd been paying since like August or something.
Wild.
And the guy said, by the way, I'm going to see my girlfriend who lives in America, and I'm going to go and stay with her for a few weeks. I somehow found the money to fly out there, get a hotel in like New York for 2 weeks over Christmas. After my mate had basically given him his savings.
Did your mate ever get the money back?
Nope.
Always the case. That's what always happens. I've lent people money in the past, but it's always people who I, don't live with, and I'm not sort of watching what they're doing, and I know that they like genuinely need it, and they'll pay it back. But like just a friend who's having a bit of a rough time, and then you know that on their social media they're still doing everything that they were doing before. You can't do that.
A former housemate cost me like around 250 quid. I'd moved out of this house. This guy had moved in. I hadn't changed my address with the DVLA.
Yeah.
I was still friends with the other girl that lived there. Yeah. Every time I got any post delivered, this guy just threw it out, including my reminder for my car tax.
Oh, no.
I didn't tax my car because I forgot, because I didn't get the reminder. I came back one day, my car was clamped. I had to then pay like 90 quid to get it done. Another like extra fine for late payment. They clamped it, then as soon as I rang them, they dragged it to a yard in Aston, so I had to get a cab to Aston to get it back.
Fuck.
He also binned a thing from the student loan company saying how much I owed them, and I continued paying that for a year longer than was necessary. I hated him.
True story. I used to date this girl from 2014 to about 2016, but I dated her in
2 years.
Well, we was like on and off, but,
Okay.
but I saw it. It was on and off. But I was seeing her before I moved to London.
Yeah.
And then we just carried it on there. Anyway, I had no money, a security guard, working part-time, trying to be a comedian. She paid for my rent for 2 months. Like, she lent me the 450 quid. So it was about 800 quid, 900 quid total.
Yeah.
And I was so grateful for it. Anyway, we split up. She fucked my friend behind my back, and her and my friend were lying to me about
Is that
it.
the reason you split up?
And then, I didn't want to see her again, and I was angry, and I don't talk to that friend anymore, and we fell out big time. That was 2016. It was about 2016 when I found it, because she wanted to get back with me, but she was fucking my friend. And then I found out from my other friend who was like, oh, no, don't talk to her. She's fucking... And I was like, what? Anyway, so that was 2016 when I last spoke to her, and and I cut my friend off and all that shit. She messaged me in February this year, out the blue.
Asking for 900 quid back.
And she said, hey, Darren, I got a message that said, hey, Darren, I saw you on Dancing on Ice. I hope things are going really well for you. I just wondered, is there any chance you could pay me back that money that you owe me? And I said to her, I went, sure, what's your details? And I gave her back 1,200. I gave her back additional. I wasn't happy. Obviously, I wasn't happy about what happened with her, but she fucking saved me. I couldn't afford my rent.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah.
So I didn't argue. I just said, what's your bank details? And I actually gave her more, like, interest. And then she said, oh, thank you. Good luck on Dancing on Ice. And that was it. Because if somebody owes me money, somebody lends me money, I will more than happily pay it back. And I had thought about that money, but I didn't know where I had to find her on socials and all that. And I just gave it to her back immediately. So for her, that was been pretty fucking nice.
Yeah, good little deal. Good little bonus.
The same day she got 1,200 out of the blue.
A 300 quid fuck a friend bonus.
Yeah. All right, you know. That really stung. I feel like a simp now, like a weird, this is a weird simp. Oh, this was a fun one.
This was a fun one. Are you all right?
I'm all right.
Yeah,
now.
okay, good.
Yeah.
Well, look, a really fun episode of Shame is Delicious. As Darren said earlier, please like, rate, review, share, all those things. Really helps us grow. We really love all the messages and all the support that you give us. So the more you give us, the more people can see it, and hopefully, and you'll see us.
I think we should say that we're probably going to have like a big announcement around September.
Oh, big announcement
with the podcast.
Are we? Yes.
Yeah, there's probably a big announcement coming in September. Big thing, and it's not a live show. It's not another live show. It's something else.
Because that's already happening November the 3rd.
Of course,
Princess Victoria Pub upstairs, 9:45.
Jeez,
cheerfully for. Look how impressed Owen is. There we go.
Round of applause.
Thanks for listening. Keep supporting the podcast. See you later.
Bye.
Shame is delicious. Shame is delicious. Making bad decisions. Shame is delicious. Making bad decisions.